Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Hello, how are you all? Hi, good morning, everybody. Brr, it's cold outside. And I'm not going to even pretend that I can manage this weather. Let me know if you're here. Leave me a comment. My name is Tracy Weinzaffel, and I am excited to be here with you. Let's see. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Nope. There we go. There we go. And I will throw in the email here just in case anybody needs it. Good morning. I'll give everybody a moment. I have to say, it is cold out and I'm freezing. So that's okay. I'll survive. I just am not used to it. Good morning, Anne. I don't know why I put my hair up this morning because I feel like hair is something that might keep me potentially warm. But it is cold, and I know a lot of you are dealing with cold and Arctic freezes and weather and all of the things. Okay. Good morning, Lisa. I'm gonna throw away this. I'm gonna answer some questions and talk to you about my latest challenge. If you did not see it, the art challenge is on. Fresh Start in Art Challenge. It's a new year, it's a new day, and I'm excited to be sharing with you another challenge. Good morning, Mary Ellen. Good morning, Rose. Oh my God, Rosie, isn't it cold? I have got to learn to get out here in the morning and warm up the studio before I step my bones out here because I'm cold. Um, but I want to talk to you about my next art challenge. For those of you who have participated, I'd love to hear your feedback. I have done these 3 to 4 times a year. I moved at the end of last year in October, so I did not get to do another one. Mary Lou over there on YouTube said, I signed up for the challenge. I'm so excited. So if you have not heard, I am doing another challenge, and I am excited about this. The cost is $10. Okay. The cost is $10, Rosie said. It is cold and we have a foot of snow. So last night I was surprised. We just got ice and our schools were delayed. Kind of surprised. I'm new to the East Coast. Not new from the standpoint of I grew up, I was born and raised in Michigan. So I know cold weather and I know snow and I know snow days and I know, I've driven, but I've lived the last 28 years of my life in California. So I forgot. 28 years. All right. And then I remember why I moved because it's cold outside. So this morning I woke up bright and early and I really wanted to jump on here and talk to you about the Fresh Start in Art Challenge. I wrote some notes out. 5 days, 5 lessons, 5 supplies. Guess what my favorite number is? It's 5. Guess how old I turned this year? 55. Uh, Guess what? It's 2025. Okay, so just remember 555. It's always been my lucky number. And you all know when I create 3s and 5s, or 5 is just something I always usually put 5 hearts and hide it in some of my artwork. 5 is just the number you'd think. I was born in the 5th month. 5-4. Too bad I wasn't Cinco de Mayo. It'd be 5-5-25. I'd be turning 55, but it's 5-4-25. Anyway, looking forward. Great price, by the way. Evelyn, thank you for mentioning that. So here's the thing about me. I've done these art challenges. They spring you into doing something, whether you are a beginner or you are advanced. And I like to keep it at a price that is $10. It's affordable. Also, this time I did not go out I did not go out and buy, or I did not go out and put a list out of very expensive supplies. In fact, I meant to print up the supply list so you could see it, but it's 5 supplies, so I'll tell you what they are. Yes, this challenge is free for your Artful Journey members. If you are a member of your Artful Journey, go into our private Facebook group. We have put a link in there so that you can go directly to the Fresh Start in Art Facebook group. Do not sign up, do not pass go, do not pay $10. Please just go in, your Artful Journey members. It is free, free, free. Okay? That is something I love to do and I love to share, and it is part of what we do in your Artful Journey. So as I said, this is 5 art-filled days. It is January 27th through the 31st. I will be doing the live sessions at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Central. What does that mean if you cannot see me live? Well, don't worry about it. They are all recorded, so you can watch them over and over and have lifetime access in that Facebook group. You do not have to see it live. You can still participate. You can still share your art. And I'm going to talk to you a method that I used when I first started in art. And I remember specifically this summer I did a flip book. In fact, I have my original one here, so I can show you the size of it. But I did a flip book. Basically, it was like a flashcard of ideas. Yes, I went on both sides of the piece of paper, mixed media or watercolor paper. So you need an art journal. That's supply number 1. And I take it further than this, okay? So just so you know, some of them are half pages, some of them are third of a page, and some of them are full pages. Whoops, that's not my first one. This is my first one. But if you're in your Artful Journey, you know that I have loved this flip book way of creating art. Why is that? Because it is a little bit less daunting when you look at a piece of paper and you don't have to cover the whole square footage of it. You can break it down in bite-sized pieces, which is what we're going to do. So this is my original flip book. I have had this for years. There's nothing special. And sometimes I do. You'll see I write on the back, geometric shape, curly, swirly lines. So you kind of know what I was shooting for. Okay, back in the day. That's what I did. I wish I would have wrote the year on this. I don't think I did. Anyway, this is today's journal. So what I'm going to do, and the size of the journal doesn't really matter so much, except for the smaller the journal and you break it down into thirds, you're going to be working on a postage size stamp. So I recommend usually about 5.5 by 7.5. This one is the one I use in your Artful Journey. It's 5.5 by 7.5. Super simple, still gives you good size to work on. The one I'm going to be using in, and I'm going to be teaching in, and this is where my samples came from. This one is 7 by 10, and actually it stands up so you can. This one is 7 by 10. I just wanted something a little bit larger so that when I was teaching you guys, it wouldn't be like you were looking at a postage size. And yes, I still divide it in thirds, all of the thing. And every day we're going to do something different. There is an outline that is presented to you. The cost is $10, okay? It does not include supplies. So let's talk about the 5. Let's see. Karen said, I'm signing up for this. I can't wait to be, it's a birthday present to you, to myself. Okay, I love that. I love that. Let's go through. The 5 basic supplies, okay, the 5 basic supplies are this: an art journal, watercolor, or mixed media paper. Now, if you just want to do it in a regular, to begin with, like just regular paper, just keep in mind when we use the watercolors, that will have a different effect for you. So number 1, a round number 6 paintbrush. Doesn't have to be crazy. I think I have a round 6 here somewhere. Yeah, this is a round 6. Okay, this one's kind of in rough shape. But I use this most common, okay. All right, a round 6 paintbrush. Number 2 would be a Sharpie. Now, I usually love a fine and ultra fine point, so if you can do that, this one contains both. Otherwise, you need 2 pens, ultra fine or fine and ultra fine. Super handy tool. Okay, you don't need expensive stuff for this. Painter's tape. This is 1/2 inch. This is what I will be using. But you don't have to have 1/2 inch. And I did fully stock my shop with different size of painter's tape. But this is 1/2 inch. This is going to last you beyond the challenge, so don't think you're going to roll. All of these supplies are going to last you beyond the challenge. I'm just going to get you started, okay? Of course, if you stick with me, we're going to do more than that. A basic set of watercolors. Now, this is the classic set of watercolors. It's one of my favorites. Let me see if I can get you one that's not tremendously beat up. That one is tremendously beat up. Okay. Here we go. This is a newer set. I started a newer set. So this is basically your primary colors, black, gray, brown. Super simple. This is going to last you a very long time. I love this set. Now, if all you have are your kids' Crayolas, pull them out and use them. Did I list 5? Journal, watercolors, Sharpie, paintbrush, tape. 5 basic supplies. I know many of you already have those supplies on hand. So if you already have the supplies, don't feel need to rush out. The supply list is in the Facebook group, so when you sign up, I do have links. I do have an order started coming in last night. I'm filling them as quickly as I can. And I've placed more orders for more things to get in. So if you want to use the specific journal I have, I think I had a dozen of those in stock. I just ordered 50 paintbrushes. I have painter's tape. I have the watercolors, and I have the Sharpies. Basically, I have everything. Just waiting for a couple things to come in. What you get with this, lifetime access to revisit those videos. I'm going to break it down into bite-sized pieces. You're going to get a finished, okay, we're going to work our way up. We're going to start on 1/3 of the paper. It's like every day you're just honing your skills. And this is like the recipe that I came up with. I'm looking. Okay. So we'll start with some backgrounds, and my backgrounds might look a little different from this. I always like to switch things up a little bit. But you'll start with backgrounds. Then we're going to do 3 basic drawings. So you'll have like 3 basic flowers in your arsenal. For those of you who tell me you cannot draw, you can draw these. You can. I can't draw either. I'm not really a drawing person. Okay, and then the next day we're going to build up to a half-size sheet so that we can put together and add some details and shading. Okay. And then we're going to pull this all together the last few days and do full size. Okay, I have a question. Do you still have your store on your website? I went there last night and I didn't see it in your drop down. Denise, yes, I do. It is under TracyWeinzapfelStudios.com. At the very top, it says shop. I'm looking at it right now. Shop. Yep, and I'll fill the orders right away. Okay, instructions for making your flip book too. Yes, I provide a video to make your flip book so that when we're ready to get started, this will be the last day. I put a questionnaire out on all the pages that I created in this book, and I created them remotely, so I wasn't even in my studio. For those of you who like to travel about and don't have a lot of time, you don't have time, you don't have space, you think the supplies are too expensive. Okay, all of the supplies that I have, look at, boom. I actually carry a purse that is large enough to carry this if I need it. Now, I don't carry around a 7x10 book. I downsize that, okay? But, ooh, don't drop. Okay. Yeah, Anne just gave the link. It's Tracy Weinzapfel Studios. And it says shop at the very top. Okay, so this will be the last day, and we talk about gradients and fading and how the water works with watercolors. And for many of you, you ask me all the time, well, when I use watercolors, they fade. How do I prevent that? Girl, I mean, mine is bold. And I talk about how to get bold and crazy. And yes, there will be information on, because I can't just create one, I have to create like 12 different designs, and I let you guys pick. Thank you very much for saying pretty. I always want you guys to have the selection, so I posted. Everybody was wondering why I was posting and asking questions, so many questions, but basically I was asking you, what do you want to see? Resoundingly, this is the last day. It was the most popular design. You guys want to understand how the flow goes, things. Yep, supplies and more. You do not, like I said, you can go into your kids' supplies and ransack that if you'd like. Yesterday I had the question, is this okay for beginners? Yes. Then yesterday somebody said, I'm a member of your Artful Journey. I consider myself more advanced. I'm so excited this gets me back into the habit. What I really did was I made this so, whether you were advanced or a beginner, you were still going to learn. We're going to hone our skills, make it a habit. When you look at a white piece of paper, I think the number one question I always get, number one, where do you get your ideas? Like, hello, where do you get your ideas? So where do I get my ideas? They really come from the 5 basic supplies that I just talked to you about, and then the piece of paper and just letting go. No 2 of my projects ever turn out alike. I like to add things. Many of these, now some of these are watercolors and they're acrylic and mixed media. So I have this arsenal of ideas in my head that flow around. And then when I'm ready, for example, if I do a bunch of backgrounds, all I need to do is go in with my pen sitting at the doctor's office and just start drawing. I create on airplanes. I create in cars. When my kids were in carpool, many of these. This was my original book. I never threw this out because I thought one day, in fact, back in the day, a lot has happened from this book. Let's see if I have it in here. I don't know if I have it. This is it. This back in the day, this was way back. Social media was young. I posted this on Facebook, and basically what I had done was just drawn a bunch of boxes. This actually, if you recognize the boxes, is how my set of Be There or Be Square stamps was made. And people wanted to know, this was in this book. This was made in the car. Not the coloring, but the drawing. So, hello, good morning. It's all about having a joyful habit. I love that. This year, my word of the year was dare, and it was like dare to be. Oh, I have it somewhere. Like dare to create from not necessarily like what everybody else is doing, but coming from a genuine space of this is actually what I did in order to learn to draw and paint and experiment and come to that mindset of it's just a piece of paper. Because when you invest in an art journal, I used to invest in journals and diaries, and I'd tear pages out and I didn't like it or I didn't finish it. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to see this through and I'm going to see what happens. And that is exactly. Rose said, I can't wait to get started. It'll be fun. I am genuinely excited to do something that resonates from me and how I actually started creating, getting my ideas, starting my business. So for those of you who ask me business questions, I have the answers for you. Okay, I don't have the answers. I can probably tell you what not to do 40,000 times over. I can tell you what cost me the most. No. So an email went out yesterday. If you're on my email list, it does show pictures. This is what my email looked like. If you're a member of your Artful Journey, or if you're not and you haven't visited your Artful Journey, we went through a little facelift over the holidays. So it does talk about this. Master watercolor backgrounds, design and refine your florals, build confidence, walk away with a vibrant flip book that you're going to use all the way through the year. And you get lifetime access to the lessons. Let me tell you again the details. January 27th through the 31st, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. I'm getting used to those time zones. Where is it? Live in a private Facebook group. So that's where the videos will live. You will get an invite to that private Facebook group once you sign up. And then we will start putting people in the Facebook group. In the Facebook group lives the video to show you how to make your flip book and get it started. It's not hard. Pair of scissors, an X-Acto knife, and a cutting mat. Just don't cut through your table. I've done that too. And then the cost is $10 for the entire challenge. It does not include your supplies. Unfortunately, for $10, I could not even mail it to you for $10. But I made it so easy. So then you can join this challenge. That's the last day. I don't know why my signature looks like that when I printed it up. But Creatively Yours, I just want to let you know, this is our challenge. I want it to be the biggest one. So invite your friends to participate with you. And let's start 2025 creatively. Remember, 555. Does anybody have a favorite number that it just seems to have come to life? That's what every time I started talking to my team about it and we started talking about ideas, I kept saying 555. I don't know why. So there you go. There are the details. If you have any questions and you sign up, go ahead and post them in the Facebook group. Anne and I are over there answering all of your questions. Size of painter's tape, the size of the paintbrush, can I use this, can I use this? We're happy to help you. I am not a supply snob. I will say make do with what you have because you could rewatch the videos and do it again. I get to start filling up blank art journals. I get to do more in 2025, Cheryl. I absolutely love that. I am so happy every time I see you pop up. So good morning to you all. And if you have any questions at all, I put the email in right there, support@yourartfuljourney.com. Anne loves when her inbox is just filled. So go ahead and fill that bad boy up with your questions. And if there's anything she can't answer, she'll send it on to me and I'll answer them. You don't need, remember with watercolors, if you have a set, it's not the exact same set, your projects, when we share them, will just be a different color. And that's so amazing. So pick out watercolor colors that mean something to you. Yesterday I got an email asking, can I use tubed watercolors? Yes, you absolutely can, because panned watercolors at one time were tubed watercolors. So you can do that, but I will be, for easy reference, we'll be using something similar. Well, I'll be using this. So if you want to get a set that's similar to this. And this happens to be my favorite set. And I have like 50 more sets coming in. So if you want to go ahead and place an order, I'm shipping right away. I'm shipping via priority mail, but you don't have to order from me. So if you're international, please check your local time zones. I can't wait to get a fresh start in art with you in 2025. And I will see you all over in that group. I'm going to pop in and answer questions before the challenge starts. The challenge officially starts January 27th through the 31st. Okay? I will talk to you guys all soon, and thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to stay warm. I guess if you're in Australia, you don't need to worry about that because it's summertime. But if you're in the United States, it's cold. I know everybody. I think I've gotten so many people. Cheryl said, these are my favorite colors too. If you have the primary colors, you pretty much can make every color in the rainbow because this is so handy for mixing. It actually has the wells right in it. So we'll be doing color mixing. We'll be talking about controlling your watercolors. For those of you who say you can't control where the water or where the paint goes, yes, you can. You have more control than you think. But I think in life you have less control. And sometimes it's just nice to let go and relax and do something creative every day. All right, I'll talk to you guys all soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Talk to you later.